My name is Corporal Juan Carlos. I'm here as a 91 Bravo, a wheeled vehicle mechanic, here as a support MOS. I'm here with 141 Field Artillery, 3rd Brigade, Infantry Division, and I'm here as a support MOS, and we're here at Latvia in a rotation, helping each other. So here today we have our NATO allies, the Spaniards, here helping us with their lifting assets, and they're here to help us lift the engine back into the M88 Alpha 2, to see if it's well seated, and as long as it's well seated and everything's connected, our mission is complete, and mission will be done. It is important to work with NATO allies so we can build a cohesive team, communicate with each other, build relationships, and when we're in need of something or a tool that we might need that they might have, just here, if we're in a crisis and we don't have something, they'll be there to help, and we'll be there to help as well. The significance here today as we work with our NATO allies is that we move forward and complete our mission. I joined the U.S. Army to better my life and the life of my family. I'm here to just push myself, and I know that the military will do that. It's been hard, but you keep going and striving because it helps. I am Master Sergeant Antonio David Torres. I belong National Support Element of a Spanish unit. My task is support the different tasks for maintenance with my crane vehicles and recovery vehicles. My vehicle is made for recovery vehicles to tow it at the base, to fix it, to stay ready for another exercise in the conflict. We have a crane that can lift all of the unit. The United States repaired, started, and then we are supplying to go inside the power pack inside the vehicle. I think that in this mission it's very important to work together all the nations, because if one nation hasn't capabilities, maybe another nation can do that. It's important to work together. I was supporting another country, for example, Canadian. Canadian help us too, so I think it's a good point to work together. This is a recovery vehicle. It can recover, lift different parts of the other tank vehicle, like engine or something like that. We have a machine to soldering or to cut different parts of the vehicle if we need in the camp field. But the main purpose of that vehicle is the recover armored vehicles that are broken or have problems in the camp field. When we're working with other nations, we give us a lot of experience because we learn another different ways to work with different materials, and it's important to keep the different solidarity with different nations of the NATO. I like a lot my work because it's a work very important, because we keep all of the capability for all the NATO nations, to keep all the vehicles 100%. I'm Sergeant First Class Donovan Ogle. I'm currently with 141 Battalion, Fox Fort Sport Company. I am the Mortar Sergeant for Alpha FMT. We have a great mixture of maintainers, to include a clerk, as a collective. Today we're performing an annual service on our M88 Alpha 2. It is basically our recovery vehicle that we utilize in the maintenance world. It offers so much capabilities regarding lifting assets. We also have the recovery side of the house in the event a vehicle may get stuck in the multi-terrain that we do train on. Today we're cross-training together with our Spaniards, our NATO allies. We are conducting an annual service for the M88 Alpha 2. Today we're actually using their version of their recovery asset. There is one very interesting capability that their equipment has. and that is they are able to pull their own pack without any other lifting asset. In this case, us being solely by ourselves as a maintenance team, that is not possible. But working in conjunction together, we've not only learned what capabilities they have, but at the same time we've exercised our critical thinking skills. I think the most benefit that comes out of this is the partnership that truly ends up happening on both sides of the house. The partnership between both the NATO allies and ourselves strengthen each other for two reasons. The first and foremost is the ambassadors on both sides. I truly believe as we reach out to our partners, we're all looking for the same goal. How can we get the mission accomplished? But most importantly, how can we truly speak to each other with no reserves? The second most important thing that I truly feel is our soldiers get a different side of the house. As soldiers, we wake up every day and don our uniform. But the hardship, the sacrifice that comes with that side of the house can either create more hardship or the strength amongst each other can build you to be more resilient. And in the end, as we work together to accomplish that goal, whether it be your standard PMCS or just working together out in the field through a live fire event, it really creates a bond and a bridge through both sides of the house. So it's very beneficial regardless of rank, being enlisted or an officer. At the end of the day, we're a person first, and that can only build the bridge as we move forward, especially in this day and age. The significance of us working together with NATO provides an extreme advantage. The uncertainty of this world and the opportunity to be ready at a moment's notice is very crucial. To have somebody to rely on and have to move forward regardless of combat capability is so important. And the stronger we build the bridge amongst each other, I truly feel that as we move forward in a generation, it's going to provide consistency, it's going to provide combined combat capability, and last but not least, combined efforts. You combine those three together, flawless. The M88 Alpha 2 is our version of our recovery asset. In the recovery world, there are different platforms that you can offer for the wheel, but in this case, the M88 Alpha 2 is more geared towards armored vehicles. Now, every generation that the United States continues to build upon, the weight limits start to increase. So as platforms also require heavy lifting assets, the M88 fits the bill for that. One, if you have a vehicle stuck in a multi-terrain, that's your go-to. Number two, if you're back in garrison, you may require Econics that requires movement without a forklift. The M88 is also capable of that. So, in theory, it's almost like a double-edged sword. You could perform many movements conducted back in your garrison environment in a mortar pool, or in a field environment or a fast-paced moving combat. If anything gets stuck, the M88 Alpha 2 is your go-to. I joined the United States Army because my father was in the Airborne Infantry and he was in Vietnam. I think we learn a lot about a lot of individuals along the way. Most notably, I'll take away from my father. He's a very patient man, very giving. Discipline is definitely required. At the end of the day, what it truly means is that if we take care of each other, not for what's behind us, but most importantly, what's in front of us, it's important to continue to grow. Every day we wake up, everybody puts on a uniform. And a lot of times we forget what our purpose is. A lot of our loved ones give us that reason, and I continue to stay in and provide knowledge and mentorship to the troops solely because my purpose is soldiers. Servant leadership cannot be found or bought. It must be earned. The respect of your men, your women, is everything. If you gain the respect of your people, you will then have the best soldier. If I did have to say one last thing, regardless of MOS, if you're a maintainer, whether you're in the infantry world, special tactical unit, at the end of the day, I'm grateful because without each and every one of you, based on your echelon, my job cannot be done. And a lot of times there's a lot of thank yous that never get said. So on behalf of myself, Fox Company 141 Battalion, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for all your support, sacrifice, and hard work. And at the end of the day, I encourage you, please keep your head up. I appreciate everything you do, and if it weren't for all of you, despite where you're at, it would not be possible to do my job. So I